going live right now. And next up, I think I'm going to just try super big today. Let's see. I should put like an exclamation point on it. Like, dickheads. There we go. Not financial advice. I don't know. It just looks like a little bit more opinionated or something. I get rid of that. Got to order my Dr. Eggman costume. All right, everybody. Good morning. Weak for weakness. Okay, let me take a quick look for you there, and then we'll go into this. Chris, do you use TradingView? Okay. Okay, you're not using TradingView right now. Okay. You know, in the moments like this, what you can do is you can pull up the weakness chart, the relative strength chart. So easy. Okay, you ready? By the way, anyone who wants to learn how to do this, if you want to check the relative strength of a stock versus the S&P 500, there's a way you can do that. And in TradingView, at least in some other apps as well. Okay, so here's what you do. So let's say we want to see how weak is Roku performing against the market. You type Roku and then divided by S&P 500, SPY. Roku divided by SPY. So 2 questions. Well, number one, yeah, it does look like it's weak, and also the recent high that it made that was above the previous high is weaker than the previous high it made. So it's staying somewhat weak. But the other question is, do you think it could get all the way down to the full weakness today, which would be nice? And it doesn't look like that almost ever happens. But you know, maybe it will. So you see what I mean? That's another factor right there. There's a huge distance in weakness to get down to that vulnerability level. And if it's not going to be today, is it going to be tomorrow? Okay, so then you have a 2-day trade you're pinning your hopes on, you know what I'm saying? Before it even hits that vulnerability point. So I put it in the long shot area, but a candidate, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you can, you know, do some analysis there and kind of think about a trade. That platform's TradingView. Somebody's asking about that. All right, let's take a look at the market. So we are opening below. We are opening gap down, and quite a bit gap down below yesterday's highs. And overnight in the London and the Asia sessions, their confidence could only get our markets up to this level right here. So that's the, you know, probably neutral price target that I would take. A conservative price target I would take to the upside retrace would be more, you know, maybe 75% along that way from the pre-market bottom right now. But there's absolutely, you know, no way. I mean, a very liberal last chance runner price target could be that it breaks those highs and tries to run up to yesterday's highs. I don't think that's going to happen. I think, you know, we're going to get to maximum London confidence, you know, so somewhere up here and at At maximum, probably we're gonna top out right around here. 11,540 on NASDAQ, 11,540. I don't know what that is on the Qs. It's up like that. Well, I mean, we can just take a look, but it doesn't ascribe, is that the right word? It doesn't ascribe the entire overnight session on the Qs. Okay, it's possibly, I don't know if this is correct. It's possibly 280. But if you want the full 24/7 futures view of the market, how it traded over Asia and London, you need to pull up the futures, NASDAQ and Q. So anywho, maybe we'll run to the open there. Another, well, by the way, if you look at the daily chart, you can then see that today, if it opens below the high of yesterday, we'll put two higher lows on the left and right of today. So today's candle has an almost damn near 100% likelihood of putting in a 3-day swing high pattern. Okay, and that usually starts a 2 to 4 day decline, starting with yesterday, basically at the peak. So if anyone was bearish yesterday, another 2 or 3 day hold could really pay off. But you might get shaken out of your trade during the open today. I think we might set a bull trap, try to run up a little bit before we pull back down. But that is going to create a 3-day reversal pattern, which should kick off Thursday and Friday movement down or consolidation, testing lows. It's going to be like a low hunt. How low can we go game for today, tomorrow, and Friday? We'll see where that puts us on the weekly when we get there. Now, in the momentum area, well, we also have Google and Microsoft potentially for gap fill trades. Be watching that. I don't think that's going to happen because of a lot of the factors that I just mentioned. The pressures are really on Google and Microsoft and Google are putting a lot of pressure on the market. So I don't think a retrace is in the books today, in the cards today. We're watching GOVX for momentum trading and also RNAZ. I'm not quite sure what happened yesterday because it looks like almost a huge fall. Not yesterday. Hold on a second. Never mind. No, that was over the last few months. It's traded so little. Wow. Okay. So actually RNAZ is looking great then if it's got this much relative volume today, and it's a lot. I'm not sure if this is correct. See, this is probably yesterday's number. What's the pre-market volume on RNAZ, guys? I don't think TradingView is giving me the right number there. Let me see if it shows me something here. RNAZ pre-market volume, 8 million. See, it's not showing me that over here. 8 million. 8 million at $1.50 is about $12 million. That's good. And we're at VWAP. This could be a good place to buy a portion. We got 5 minutes to the open or so, and RNAZ is sitting right at VWAP at $1.50, and pop from $1 to there. Who knows how much farther it could go? But I do believe it has good potential. That doesn't mean it's going to work out. Make sure you can day trade so you can get out just as easily as you can get in. Don't get stuck under PDT. Don't even be trading stocks if you're under PDT. Just trade futures, index futures. Open a futures account, no PDT. Minimum account size, $55. No PDT. Just send me a private message if you want to learn more about that. You understand how you can get on a PDT, a no PDT futures trading account, so you can just trade S&P 500 or the Qs. Wow, CVNA. All right, let me take a quick look at that since I can. We have a minute. There you go. That's one. Probably. Let me look at the weakness chart. Yeah. There you go. CVNA, buddy. That's probably 3 times better and more likely than that other one you told me about, Roku. CVN. So short CVNA all day and hold overnight type of play probably is how that's going to work out. And it's at the perfect spot right now. It hasn't even price corrected yet. Kind of crazy. I think people are going to get their faces ripped off on that at the open. All right. 2 minutes and 30 seconds until the open. Tesla target today. Oh, shoot. I don't want to do that on that screen. Tesla pretty weak too. Tesla's been weak and it's still pretty weak. I would put it at 208. Final lowest price 208, maybe 207. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'd go for that one, Chris, and the other one, CBNA. Both of those easy shorts. The market forces are against everyone. There's absolutely no way we don't put in a swing low today and go on a 2-day minimum decline unless we break yesterday's highs. Not going to happen. You can give yourself your own probability assessment on that. I'm going to go with 99% sure that it's not going to happen. It just doesn't even make sense, especially with, I think there's a Fed announcement next week. Just not going to happen. All right, we've got, what is it? 1 minute, 58 seconds. 58 seconds until the open. Oh, I don't know where it's going to bottom out. Probably, Mike, there. I don't necessarily know without looking at the chart, but you know, the 52-week low is, you know, can go on forever until they're bankrupt. You know, 52-week lows don't last forever. Week lows don't have to hold, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, here comes the market open. 16 seconds. We're already nosediving at the open. That's a bit of a bear trap, I think. RNAZ at 154. Definitely an entry on RNAZ. Stop at like 140. Oh, they're an ETF. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I have that on my chart over there. I do believe CRF. I do. Yeah. Google and Microsoft bleeding out. The market acting like that's as far as it's going to let it go. But we'll see. All right, what's happening with Tesla? Yep, Tesla's in a weak spot. And what was the other one? CVNA? CVNA also sitting vulnerable. SLB was one that was really strong lately. See, fucking SLB's up. I mean, see, that's the importance of looking at relative strength. Who's in SLB? That was a swing 100 trade. Did they have a stock SOB? That'd be funny. They don't. Man, why do they not do stocks that we would get away with that one? Carl's got SLB. Randy's got SLB. So remind me, what are we up? How much you bench? 6% says Randy. How about you, Carl? About the same. See how nice that is when you can pick a strong stock out of the bunch that's positioned well. It's at the right point. It's been like, look at the chart on SLB. Okay, before it got there, guys. And in the long run, big, huge, long uptrend, right? Then huge relative strength on the market, massive run recently. Yeah. But by the way, if it turns red today, I'd be a little defensive. One thing you could do is when it got up there, like it's already too late now, you could do it now too, is get some puts on it. Just lock it in and then wait an hour or two, see if it holds up. If it doesn't, the puts protect your gains. Okay. So, that's one thing you can do. Just match up your deltas. You remember how to do, I don't know if you remember how to do that. Okay. So we're getting kind of like a buy the dip thing going on Google and Microsoft. Often that leads to retracement to the open. So that's where I put a price target on the buying of the dip here. And then sometimes it can go over the open, maybe 20%. And then should it turn into a bullish day, a lot more. But I don't think it's going to, because like I said, unless we get all the way to the top of yesterday's highs, we're still putting in a swing reversal high pattern. And so go bearish. Smart money knows that. Already looking ahead. Okay, RNAZ still at 150, stop at 140. Google acting like it wants to retrace. Microsoft not. It's sort of like just holding down now. I got like a dark pool fill there. Not printed trade. It's interesting. Like, what is going on? This is very interesting. The S&P 500 is going up, but the Qs are kind of not. And the Dow is flying. I don't think I've ever seen such decorrelation. Get out of the way there. We're having a very odd decorrelating moment here. Okay, now the cues are starting to catch up. That was very interesting. GM is flying? Wow. What is very interesting. So value stocks going to keep going. Small caps probably still going. Tech crushed. Bye-bye tech. Wow. And by the way, oil ripping. I've got a lot of return on oil right now. I bought that in pre-market long. Let's see here. GOVX code, MYM, the micro E-mini Dow Jones Industrial Average Index Futures, MYM Z2. I rarely go to the Dow futures. Okay, MYM, this is E2, that's the problem. Time to get some cost average in that, in case there's some continuation on that. Tesla and Netflix moving which way? Oh, up. Okay. So then that trades off on Tesla. And then what was the other one that we were trying to short? The weakness one? CVNA. CVNA not happening. SLB hanging in there. Still up on the day. 1.73%. Yeah, it's not flying like everything else. So, this is another reason why, you might want to protect your position with some puts. I haven't seen such a decorrelated moment like that in a long time. That suggests strong rotation. Which also means today could be choppy and tricky. Because it doesn't mean wide, it doesn't mean a wide breadth move. The market is moving fast right now. Netflix to 300. Let me see. Could be, yeah, almost easily. And GM, let's take a look at that. Camille, do you have some GM? Did you get GM on my investment tip? Now remember, up or down, don't get nervous about it. That's like when I say investment, technically, ideally, it's something maybe you add to later and you keep long term, barring like, a disaster on the market. But should be hedged against disaster on the market right now because this global stage is a little bit scary. Okay, let me take a look at the momentum stocks here. All right, RNAZ kind of failing VWAP also. So there's really nothing left on it if it breaks pivot here. That stop at 140 on RNAZ, not good. Oh, great, Benjamin. Now that could be a situation like you mentioned with the pullback where you go ahead and grab some puts and protect your position while the market gets sussed out. You know what I'm saying? Buying shares and then protecting your position with options is the best way to go, because let's say it rips, right? If it was the other way around, if you had bought calls and then you tried to hedge with shares, you're going to get linear hedging, and so you're not going to make any money. But if it rips against your calls, you've got theta, you've got premium still that will be packed into that, and it's a limited amount of cost. So it protects the downside, but it limits how much it will protect upside, which is good because you want the upside. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can you put that together, Benjamin? Do you understand what I mean? And guys, who gets that? Say, I get it. Oh, damn, I wanted to grab another one. Okay, let me try right here. Yep, okay, good. And Benjamin says, I need to practice that. I don't trade options. Yeah, good. I don't recommend anyone trade options, but you still should be able to have the option of getting an option. Because options are absolutely fucking perfect for hedging. And if you're not hedging your positions, then you're raw. Your risk is just rawly exposed out there. So get on it, study that. Don't intend not to. You absolutely have to get good with options. Question about it. Not because you're going to trade them, because you're going to need them if you're playing stocks, because they will be there to help hedge. Like at yesterday's high, you wouldn't have given anything back if you hedged all your overnight holds at the close. Learn options to hedge, not to trade. Fear not knowing how to do that. Don't fear learning how to play with options. Don't be so afraid of options, because I do tell people, don't fucking trade options. It's better that you didn't learn it, blah, blah, blah. I'll say that. But don't fear learning it for that reason. Just already know going in, I am not going to trade options. I will just use options for hedging. And boy, they are like miracle magic when it comes to hedging. Miracle. It's like it makes you a 4 times better trader of your position trading. Because if you get into an uncertain moment, you can slap a really cheap 7 DTE plus option to give yourself that overnight risk protection for basically free. It can be like $8. It'll cost you, maybe $8 in loss, in actual unrecoverable theta decay. There is, Benjamin. Yeah, there is some. There is some. Certainly learn the whole option section. Go in there and just learn the whole option section and then watch it again. Yeah. Okay, so we bounced off of that level. So then what is the retrace really implying? It is implying from this low. Okay. Go. Profit target is the top up here. Reason balance on the 5-minute is none. Maybe 2-minute, a minor imbalance. Balance, and yet we're moving up. So that implies that we are going to move up to the top. And that's where I'm going to take my first profits on my oil, the Dow, and NASDAQ. You cannot, you signed up for your free trial, but cannot get in with the passcode. Passcode. Hey, do you remember if you signed up with LaunchPass or you signed up at the website? Signed up in the checkout process that was built into the website, or did it take you off to this other website called LaunchPass? Because we have two systems going on right now as we're transitioning to the website. Oh my God. Zeke says, I like options, but that's how I lost $700,000. Yeah. The website. And then it takes you to LaunchPass. Okay, did you already sign up? Okay, so then you should check and see if you got an email from LaunchPass. Did you get, it will be in the email, some instructions. I did what? Check the instructions. Yeah, check the instructions and then go send the code to the LaunchPass bot. That's the old system. Kind of the new system is a bit more automatic. If you'd like, just go ahead and re-sign up with at the website using the website one, and that would be the top button to sign up. It's the one at the top of the page. I have two different pathways that web page goes to. The top sign up button will keep you in the website and let you do it through the website, and it'll be more automatic and will probably work. The LaunchPass will work, but I don't know. You seem to be having some problems. You don't know where to put the code. You have to message the LaunchPass bot that's on our server. So you have to find it in the list of members. It's called LaunchPass bot. And then you follow the instructions. I believe you just send it the code. It starts with an exclamation point. We're definitely getting away from that system a little bit too involved. The new one is just like you go through checkout, boom. It's kind of automatic. Get a welcome email. And so what I'm saying is go ahead and sign up the new way on the website with the top link, and I'll take care of canceling the other one like in a little bit. From LaunchPass, I'll just cancel that one. If you want to give that a try. All right, back to reality. Oh, what the fuck? I missed this scale out point. It's almost exactly where I wanted to scale out. I guess I was talking crosshairs around. There it goes. Now it's moving around. All right, let's take a look at the momentum stocks here. RNAZ pulled back up to VWAP, and it's now at $1.44. RNAZ not really happening. The Google retrace continues. Microsoft making progress on that retrace. Now maybe failing out, but Google on its own path on that. The files are in the computer. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. The code is on the web, in the email. It is. It's in the email. The VIX at 27.72. As negative as the market is, the VIX fucking fell $1. Understand what's going on here? This is rotation. You're being hoodwinked right in front of your eyes. The leaders and the tension on the market is actually the leaders, which are new leaders that you maybe even never heard before, like SLB. You know, this could be a stock that goes up 400% over the next 18 months. SLB. You know, but like Google, it's out with the old, in with the new. It's happening in front of your eyes. And for some of you who are new, you're late in the process, but you're not too late. Some of you who have been learning how to do high growth swing trading, these are the signs. I'm seeing advanced decline go down. Not seeing that reflected in the movement on the market, especially not in the Dow. Okay, now I am starting to see something on NASDAQ. I'm going to take my exit on NASDAQ right there if I can get it. Yep, okay, fine. But I'm going to keep my Dow position on. Got to zoom up on the VIX to see if we got any divergence going on. You take a look at the dollar. What's going on over there? Dollar not moving much at all. Oil stocks are fading into their gaps though. That's why COP was looking weak probably. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. But they're kind of holding up. Let me go back to 2. And then back over here. Let's take a look at that SLB. See, it's really not holding its gains very well today. And it's on high volume. Could be looking at a sell-off day a little bit. So that's why you want to have some puts against your position on that, because I wouldn't be ready yet to let go of SLB. And then the other one was using Carvana. That's what we were looking up earlier. Yeah, that's weak but holding fine. What's the other one? EOG. So one of you was saying, yeah, EOG. Yeah, I had 2 days of distribution, which is not great, but it does look like it's perhaps above your entry. So I think it's all right. I think yesterday would have been a fine time to grab puts on it, but then you wouldn't have experienced this morning's gains. That's okay though. Don't let that ever deter you from getting protective puts at the end of every day. Anybody holding anything on this market at the end of every day, make sure you hedge your positions if you're holding something overnight that is going to correlate with market movement. It's never wrong. It works out in your favor. It's never wrong to do so. You can do it every day. The end of the market, the last 30 minutes of the market, you hedge it up. not seeing too much weakness on the market considering the ADD declining like that. That's because we have a very tricky, interesting rotational day today. I might even get back into my NASDAQ position. Rather supported here. That. But it's a trap. It's a bull trap for sure. No matter how much we go up. I'm just saying right now it feels rather strong. We have a flat bottom wedge forming here. We're probably going to come down and sweep this liquidity underneath. Mouse on right here. Any questions, you guys? Oh, there it is. And that's probably a liquidity sweep that's going to rip back up in a moment. Why did it not fill me? Wow, that was a really late fill. Where did I get that fill? MULN hold or dump? I think hold, but I haven't looked at it today. It's at 52 cents. It's all right. At 47 cents. You might as well dump it. You can always get back in tomorrow or later today. It's having a bad day. I don't think that's going to turn around. You know, good days are hard to come by on the fucking stock on that one. The real piece of shit. But just get rid of it, man. And then come back, you know, tomorrow on it or the next day. It might be like 5 more days from now before it turns around, kind of bottoms, starts coming back up. Give it some time. Whoa, what was that? Did that just happen? Did I just see that? Holy, what? That is happening. Wow, what a time to be long. What's going on with that? What happened there? Anything. It's just fucking don't ask questions. Holy green bar, Batman. Yeah, what that had to be. Oh, is that the 10 o'clock news? Yes, that's the report that just came out. Okay, that's going to go hunt for an imbalance on the top side. I got to pay real close attention here. We are going to hit the pre-market high probably then using this data and then reverse. This is the catalyst for the algos to clean out the bulls. You're going to get trapped here. Okay, we have a little bit more ways to go. I believe a little bit more ways to go before we top out. I think we're going to top out at this triple top in the London session, 11,561. Okay, I'm going to take out a little bit right there. On this one, here it comes, here it comes. That's the triple top right there. I'm taking some out right there. And we blasted through that. That's fine. I have 4 positions to work with here. I do believe that could be the top out point. Let it sit for a second. Maybe we're going to distribute up here. Not be surprised if that's it, but they need to get more people out. So it's probably going to double top that region again. No, boy, he's really ripping down fast. Take the next bounce. Give me some bounce. Okay, I'm going to take out another piece right here because it is crazy ass. Okay, I got a little bit out at the very top there. You see how that works? Bullshit, right? Use the news to hit the imbalance zone. No, wait a minute. What? I must have hit a button too many times. I had one more piece long. All right, good. Well, I'm up on the day anyway from that. Very nice. So let me go take a look at the economic data there. I just closed the economic data window. Great job. A slightly encouraging number of building permits increase. Goods trade balance, a little bit more negative. That was funny. We were not expecting that. I even said it in pre-market, you guys, that was coming, the 10 o'clock. And then retail inventories, disregarding automobiles, minus 0.1%. Retail inventories, 0.8%, so 1.4%. Yeah, I'm going to need to have that sussed out here. Oh, what's up with that? I think probably might be able to go long from this pullback back where I was. Right around the sweet spot of where long entries are okay. Doesn't hold. Dip entry right there to add. I'm still. No, it won't stick, but you know, at least to target a double top here. Galperino. A hell of a rejection wick up there in the 5-minute. There, this is where we go to 11,543. $31,995. Okay, let that sit and bake for a second while we check the stocks. All right, RNAZ is holding. Wow. MDP has been running. Did some of you say you got, I mean, MedP, did some of you say you got MedP on my alert? Okay, I just hit that scale out point on the Dow. Ooh, did somebody get MEDP alert that I alerted? I gotta know if you're up. Marcus, are you up? What did you get your entry at yesterday? Because I'm a little confused. Did you get it at 155? Are you up 41 fucking percent? You're probably up almost 50% now, huh? No. Okay, what did you get it at after my alert? And there's that first price. There's that price target I was talking about. That fills the imbalance, and we might reverse from here. No, yesterday was the gap day hit 224. Yeah, but Marcus, so Marcus, what did you get it at? Because my charts were really weird. Okay. All right. Well, good deal anyway. You're up some, man. Good. So how much did you get? Like, how much percentage of your portfolio did you put into that? Because with Swing 100, depending on the momentum of your trades, it can be anywhere from 7-8% to 15% to 25% position size. Oh, Chris, you did get some? 14%. Very nice. That's right in the middle. I like it, Marcus. So now at this point, let's take a look at the daily MedP. Well, there's not much to look at. I mean, yeah. And how many shares? Did you get shares or options, Marcus? And see, the market topped out right where I said. Back, and I do believe that might be the best it gets. Shares, good. Okay. So question, if you don't mind sharing, how many shares did you get? Because I'm thinking about options, literal options here. I have a little plan for you. Started with 12. Okay, so you've added, and your cost average is 206, averaging at 206. It's okay where you started. How many do you have now? Oh, you mean you've sold some? Okay, well, it's not a day trade. It's a swing trade. Do you want to make big money or not? Okay, what do you got left now? We have 2 shares left. Jesus fucking Christ. No, what do you got? Maybe you have 8 left? Wait, oh, so you have more. Oh, you bought in more. Oh. You're making me proud. Good. So you haven't sold any yet. Still holding. Okay, another question. Do you have options on your account? Can you trade options? And for you here. Yes, okay. So let me look at the option chain on that. So the closest options are the November 22nd. So that's like almost a month of time. That's fine because the theta decay will be fantastic, but it might be more costly, okay? But here's what we're going to look for. You have 15 shares, you said, correct? Okay. So what we're going to look for is 15 delta on the puts. Okay. You learned how to hedge. Excellent. Okay. So, but we want to look over there and we want to double check the liquidity of that, in this. So 15 delta, there we go. 15 is roughly the 200 strike, and it's got 75 open interest and 13 shares traded. And the spread is way too wide. Spread is way too wide on All of them, frankly. But maybe that'll tighten up, Marcus, so keep an eye on it. And the idea was that should it ever break major pivot, not little teeny ones. Marcus, did you attend the class where I talked about more advanced concepts of the pivot point path and how to not give some pivot points merit? Okay. Okay. So what I'm saying is, as far as the major pivot points, not little ones that are fake, not fake pivot points, if any of that ever breaks, that's where you normally would exit on a day swing, right? At that point, that's when you put your puts, you put a put on. The only thing is, and you hope that it lines up with the bid and the ask spread and the volume tightening up around that time, which it might, it might. And if the spread is 20% or smaller, should be okay. Because you've got $15 per point going on here. So you're up $450. Is that correct? Am I doing the math right in my mind? And what I'm saying is, you put this hedge on with, maybe a 20% spread maximum, you lose 50 bucks, 100 bucks because of the spread. And a lot, but you also get to hold your position through a rough ride over the next 3 weeks even. And you can take that day by day, you keep it on just overnight. So anyway, that's it. One way you can handle that. Sometimes it's a little bit better than the way it is right now. The options on that are a little thin, little poor, little weak. So the alternative is, and then it's up to you, is to just sort of watch it for weakness and maybe peel off some. Here's what I could tell you. Let's go over to the daily chart. Also watch it on the daily chart and see if if it starts to pull back and stuff and you want to eventually get out, see if the day's volume is going to be really light. If it is, then it's just kind of like a natural, sort of like if a leaf is falling into the ground or it's kind of the squishing into the grass, But if it's not, then it's a fucking shovel digging a hole, So yeah, you got to play it. Yeah, you got to play your trade. You watch it on the day trade microscope, but you're also got to watch it on the daily chart. You have a ton of padding, and you can use that. You can use giving some of that up to allow you to hold through what might be a little rough couple days, and then it continues to 275, 300. In a couple of weeks, it could be at 300. So you can work out the math on that. Would that be even better than taking the money today and just compounding it in something else tomorrow? See what I mean? So it's all up to you. You're the trader. Probably no perfect decision. Yeah, RNAZ is done, guys. It dropped below $1.40 cut point, and the market's topping out, I believe. And that's it for today's morning program, because I'm going to go to the gym and grab some breakfast, and I'll be back for more trading in a little bit. See you guys in the Discord. And I forget your name, Zeke, I think it was. Make sure you send me a private message or something. I didn't see you come in. I don't think you got in. All right. Talk to you later, everybody. You're welcome, guys. Thank you.